Hey, what's up, you guys? My name is Emma, and today I'm going to be talking about RWBY Volume 7, Chapter 5, Sparks. Now, the reason why I'm talking about this and not uploading reaction, stuff happened. My reaction will be in BitChute, so if you want to go see that, it will be down there. I'm just going to actually talk about it here, meaning no audio. Obviously, I've skipped the opening, and I'm not going to press play and watch the entire thing again. But I did want to give that intro, because, a link to the original, please go and support them. It should be public as of today. If you didn't notice, Chapter 4 never was published, because no matter which channel I put it on, it stayed blocked. Yeah, it was tragic. And personally, other than the fact that things happened with my Chapter 5 reaction, I would have been so sad if my effort in editing to Chapter 5 was also lost. So you know what? Maybe it was a good thing. Things happen for a reason. But let's go and jump right into this. I kind of want to see where it starts. I forget. It's been a week. Yeah, it's been a week. Oh, okay. Oh, yes. I want to talk about this. So Penny comes to wake them up. For one, I love the uniform a lot. Just the genuine happiness in Penny's voice. She's like, salutations, and she's just like not having them trying to be tired and sleepy. She's like, it's time to be huntresses, and you'll notice in reactions, Ruby's the only one happy about this. Though there's other things I want to talk about this. I'm sorry, I have to switch hands. I can do this. Good morning. Yang is just like, done. It's just Huntress time. It's like not even, it's not a specific real time, just time to do Huntress stuff. And like I said, incoming an excited RWBY! And here, so it is cool seeing this though. John's just enjoying his, drink. Most likely, is it coffee? Or maybe hot chocolate? One of the two. And, fine. It's so short. Marrow's looking wagging tail, and John's just like, here, take it. And it's honestly adorable, especially when you see what goes on through the next little bit. As you kind of see, oddly enough, they're both the goofball of the group, so to say. Kinda, in a way. Though, obviously, John has grown since his Beacon days. That's kind of just how I feel. And it was really interesting. But they are discussing the mission, and they're, they're separate groups. Also, there's a new song, which sounds amazing. I want the full thing. Yeah, and we get to see the different pairs working together. Obviously we have the initial, Weiss and RWBY, and then, Nora here, it was actually braiding Ren's hair. Along with the fact that the Grimm are, down at the walls, so they're having to do, obviously border surveillance down in Mantle. But, the one good thing I can say about this situation is the fact that, at least with them here, they have more people actually be down there instead of just the robots, and, obviously, that's not exactly what the people in Mantle need or want right now, which we'll find out later, but it's something to really look at, I personally think. Yeah, the perimeter. Okay. So, guys, here's the Bumblebee part of the ship. I'm sorry, I'm calling them Bumblebee. That's their team name. I can't avoid saying Bumblebee. I could just say Blake and Yang, but Bumblebee just comes out faster. So Marrow's like, why are you guys always, here? Let's just let him say it. Have you two ever thought about branching out a little? Yang, gets mad, and pretty much this is where they show him that, yeah, their styles aren't exactly what you would immediately assume would mesh well together, but it works. They've trained for this, they are prepared, and, nothing's gonna stop them from their goal of working together. Just fool them, just grab, chuck, and yeah. If that wasn't good teamwork, I don't know what is. You know, in these videos, I try to avoid the topic of, the ship Bumblebee in general. Like, in, like, talking about my thoughts on it. Obviously, in a reaction, you may see me go, oh my god, that's adorable. But, you know, otherwise I try not to discuss it in detail. So, all in all, guys, it should be obvious. I like it. I ship it. But whenever I talk about them specifically, I just like their team dynamic and, like, their partnership. Obviously, there will be moments where I totally, you know, geek out over what's happening. But in general, I look at the team aspect of it too. But yeah, no, that was just hilarious to me. Yeah, Mero, you gotta careful with what you say. Oh god. Okay. Yes, for one, I agreed with Nora in the reaction, but you know, it is interesting. Maybe it is the hair. But the comment for that is because of these moms and how, yeah, I wish I could get a better shot. Like, just all of them in the... God dang it. Oh my god. I don't remember what my reaction was. I wish I could show you. I probably could. But, oh god. I wasn't expecting this. Apparently, Miles made a comment. I think it was Miles. Made a comment about thirsty moms. Okay. I did not think I wanted to see that. I still don't think I did, but it happened, and I must accept. Oh, and this was really nice. So we go into teamwork with Yang and RWBY, and I just really like that. Honestly, in my reaction itself, you do hear me when I notice that they occasionally switch off partners. I was like, oh my god, that's cool, like, team interaction. The only team pairing that they didn't show in this chapter was RWBY and Blake, which would have been really nice to see. I will admit that. That would have been cool. But with all they actually did put into this chapter, that's honestly a mild thing compared to, like, everything. This was in total 19 minutes, so, you know, it was a pretty decent runtime. So I can't really complain a lot about anything, necessarily. But yeah, no, I just like that. And then using the sisters to switch into the Schnee sisters. And, you know, Weiss looking for Winter's approval, and she silently smirks, like, once Weiss looks away. But what I really want to talk about here is, so, you know, Oscar training with, Ironwood, and then we also have the Aesop's training team, the rest of Team Juniper. And, like, giving them little pointers, or just, like, in general, working with them. Like, Ren's about to get destroyed right here. Poor dude. Yeah. That must have sucked. But he gets back up and says, again, so. Determination. And also, I didn't catch this in the, reaction, but right here, I did notice that it was Harriet, racing RWBY. But I don't know how I didn't catch this, but, you know, you see that, Weiss is actually pitching in, and RWBY's also using Weiss's glyphs. And that was really cool. I can't believe I missed that detail, but I guess it went too fast for me at the time. I don't know, maybe I was overwhelmed. That seems to be more appropriate to what I was thinking at the time. Oh, yes. Oh my god, this is actually... Okay. For one, me. Just... Honestly, actually, I'm a mixture of, like, Weiss and Yang in the mornings, most days. There are days I can be RWBY. That actually happened one of the days this week. There are days I'm like Blake, and I'm just, like, fine, and just, like, come on. And then days I'm just dead to the world, and, you know, those are more common. And just Weiss walking by with the toothbrush in her mouth, just, oh, yeah. In this moment, when Blake goes to just grab Yang, is like, let's go, come on. And RWBY just over-exaggerated. Like I said, they, like, really bonded there. That was nice. Okay, yeah. Oh, no. This I need every frame. I did this in my reaction. I'm sorry. I have to do it again. So, you know, at first they're all excited. Of course, RWBY's still the one who stays excited throughout the entire thing. Sorry, I really want my right hand for this. And then, you know, they're just slowly passing out. Now, pretty much all of them are asleep. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people mentioning the next frame, but I wanted to talk about this one because this is the one where I, like, lost it. Just, you know, ignore me if you don't care about this. You know, skip over this little detail. I just adore. Everyone's so focused on, like, these two currently, you know, for obvious reasons. They're super focused on these two. I'm sitting here focused on these two. Because of all those moments and little cute things with them, you know, it's not like I have to actively, like, pay attention. It's there if I really want to look. But just look at them. We can't ignore half the team. They're precious. And I just love the smile she has when she looks at Weiss, who's, like, so... Weiss, who's in Atlas, is just so content and is perfectly fine with, like, you know, falling asleep peacefully with a smile on her face on RWBY's shoulder. And, you know, let's actually go to the next screenshot because of that, then. Right here, where Yang goes and leans on her shoulder, and, you know, Blake's also leaning that direction, but she's on Yang. Like, RWBY being the leader, and, you know, she is probably one that they have trust in each other, and they really trust RWBY, too. And so that was really cool, and I loved it. And just, like I said, RWBY's face, like, I imagine for her, being apart from her team was terrible. Like, obviously, it can't be, it's not the same extent as, like, for team, you know, Ren, Nora, and John, who lost Pyrrha and can't see them again, can't see her again. Compared to, like, you know, obviously RWBY, it was just a situation where they were separated. They never knew if Blake was going to come back. They didn't know where she was. They knew Weiss was in Atlas, but who knew if she was going to come back? And then and then RWBY honestly didn't know if Yang was going to be okay. And so they were all split for many reasons. And it was just so nice to see them together again. And just seeing this really, I'm sorry, it was just worth talking so much about. I know some of you might agree and others may not. I'm sorry that this is also, oh, yeah. And then she looks over at Yang and Blake. Also, here we go. This one screen shows it all. So, we have Team Funky back. Here's Flint, here's Neon, and I'm sorry I forget the other two's names. I'm probably going to skip over this part soon, so sorry about that. Because, like I said, they're really training, and it's fun seeing how much the team has developed here. Also, Nora against Neon. If Yang couldn't deal with Neon, how the heck is Nora supposed to with her temper? Just destroying the site is in a flash, and she starts commenting about Ren, like, your boyfriend. Yeah, boyfriend's actually holding his own. Where's all that energy when he's around you? Which obviously is not going to go well with Nora. Also, I didn't notice this in my reaction. I noticed it in my, like, review part. She's writing on her hammer, which I did not notice. But it's cool to see that they actually got the upper hand of Team Funky. That was interesting. And Ironwood looking down and watching the training in approval, which is important, and I'm going to read the back. Search and destroy, mission status in progress 1 week ago. Okay. I can't read anything smaller than that. But yeah, and he has a smile on his face. Look at that! That's adorable. Yeah, she thinks she has her way. Well, yeah. Oh god, look, it's a break! You're good. No, you're not. Incoming, Nora. There you go. But, you know, mission calls, they're like, hey, want to go get some lunch? But, you know, they are called, and they kind of have to go. Cobalt, I saw that. John, just no, John. Just let it chill. Stop. I don't know if I saw that in a reaction. I think I might have. But just calm down. You're good. You're fine. You don't have to be like that. Yes, Nora, there will be sandwiches. Anyways, we're all over here with RWBY and Penny now. This scene, like, it was so weird seeing them together. Like, honestly, while I may act like it's so normal to see Penny, honestly, I think I'm still, like, shocked in a way? Like, it's not like I'm in denial, like, well, what, Penny? No. It's just, like, whenever I see her, I'm like, oh, wow. And it's just, yeah. And their discussion here was really nice. Obviously, there's a limit to how excited RWBY can be on a mission, especially when she's just driving through the tundra numerous times, or it looks all the same, so even if it's a new part of the tundra, it looks pretty much identical. And for someone like RWBY, who really, she likes to travel, but she likes adventure, and she likes, like, new things, so a scenery where it's all the same probably would be very tiring. Especially when she's exuding all that energy, because she's super excited to, you know, do what she dreamed to do from the very beginning. Become a huntress and help save people. And, you know, now that she has, like, the huntress part here, as she's got her license, she just needs to continue working to save the people. Obviously, things have changed since then, but there's that. She does talk to Penny about, friends, and Penny's like, I don't have time to make friends. Yeah, pretty much. Like, right here. Relationships are so interesting and varied. And she seems so human, honestly. Have you been able to make new ones? And she hasn't. And, like, look at her expressions. She's less robotic. And I don't know. This is so... Just her face. Ironwood says I don't have time for friends. And that's a understandable thought, but at the same time, having some people there that you feel like you can fall back to and rely on would be important when you're dealing with this sort of thing, but I can see his view on it as well. And it's just... yeah. And we have a scene with Crow and... oh, that's just adorable. I liked that. But Crow and Clover. I'm not going to talk much about this. It's interesting to definitely see these two personalities clash together, because, you know, Crow's so negative with his, like, bad luck, while Clover can bring in a new perspective, or, like, just tell him bluntly, like Maria does, how it is, and that not everything is what it seems, and he can't keep looking with that output that he's been doing, outlet, whatever the word is. It's, guys, if you're interested, 5 in the morning for me. It's fun. And it was definitely intriguing. But the part that happens after this, yeah, talking about a generation and all that, it's interesting. But they're called over because we get to finally meet Robin Hill. And, you know, a few of her happy huntresses, which, you know, happen to be some of the people from the very beginning of 4. Time to show them art. Yeah, pretty much. Now, this meeting could have gone a little bit smoother, but it didn't end bad. It could have, but it didn't. She's definitely, you know, she's not bad. She's 100% for the people. Their dispute is because this is carrying stuff that should be going to Mantle to help with the systems, the wall, and all of that, but instead it's being used for Amity, and Robin's just trying to gather and collect information. She wants to know what's going on, but, you know, Clover's keeping his lips tight and not saying or letting her know anything at all, and, you know, playing it safe. I think one of the comments was asking, like, why are they keeping, like, you know, the fact that they're trying to make Amity Coliseum, like, you know, the global communications, like, they're trying to patch that up, why they're keeping that, like, top secret. Like, a few of my ideas or, like, thoughts on that in particular could be, you know, you never know if sensitive information like that could be leaked and, like, their plan can be sabotaged from the inside from some unknown force, or, you know, the fact it's not like they know that Watts and Tyrion are here, but they know something's going down in Mantle, taking out people who are speaking against Ironwood to make him look bad and all of that. And it's just risky to give out information, even if it's information that's really just saying that, oh, we're trying to do something good and important. It could just lead to some repercussions that I would rather not have to deal with. And Clover and Robin go back and forth, and it's very interesting for sure to really think about. Yeah, and she does try to get information from Ruby and Crow really fast, but Clover just goes in and ends it pretty much. Penny comes out around this point after the whole handshake thing fails, because we find out that people were trying to come in from the sides and ambush them from the back. And if you look at Penny's face during some of this discussion at the very end, it's really sad. The kind of realization here, these are people of Mantle, the city that she is supposed to protect. Yeah, the protector of Mantle. She doesn't want to hurt anyone from Mantle. She wants to protect the people. But in this time, she has to go against the people she's supposed to protect in order to follow her orders. And she knows it's for the better good, but she also just wants to avoid any actual physical conflict. And she stands strong. Just her emotions and look. And everyone has, this look, not the most, oh, I'm ready to do this no matter what look. They all look, at least, concerned, a little sad. I'm trying to think of the proper word to explain that, but, yeah. All of them look down, and then, Robin obviously lets up. And lets them through. But it's just sad. Yeah, and she really is going to try gathering information no matter what it takes, she says. But we move over back to the sisters, who are practicing with their summoning. And who's gonna win? Do you vote Weiss? Do you vote Winter? Well, it's Winter. Though, technically, it's a tie. Well, draw. In a sense of, yeah. Come on, Weiss, you hear their tone. Yeah, there you go, that was adorable. I'm sorry, it's just both smile on their face. Okay. So, here's where some more heavy stuff goes in. We were talking, we were, questioning who's the Winter Maiden. We were, talking all these weird theories and, things, possibilities. And we actually find out some stuff in this time. Before that, though, the sisters talk, and, you've grown up a bit, talking, catching up. Yeah, Weiss has obviously changed since the last time they've seen each other, and she's definitely strived to kind of kick out all of the old influence her father had over her. And it's showing so much, and I'm so proud of Weiss. And it was just an interesting conversation overall between the sisters. Jock. Yeah, and she kind of brings into the mention of, oh, Iron would have a great place for you. And obviously, that's not exactly what Weiss wants. There's worries and stress that are genuine and founded. Valid reasons to have them. And I'm, Winter says once we've weathered the storm, we will. Honestly, at this point, this storm might become a disaster. we have a plan, but we can't completely think that that's going to fix everything. Like, obviously, they know some things, and we found out an interesting fact here. If we're going to be talking about how, you know, RWBY and company aren't telling them everything about Jin and what they found out about Salem, when they brought up, you know, the Winter Maiden, they left a tad bit of information out that we find out towards the end of this. But, you know, Weiss brings up doubts, and she questions Winter if she can really, she's like, are we sure he wouldn't, like, you know, keep things from us? And she's like, well, he wouldn't keep things from me. So she definitely aims that towards, yeah, looking out for themselves. Like, definitely hear the doubt. And so this is where she goes, there's something that I want to show you. And for one, I was anxious while they were going through this creepy, creepy building. It's so bright and so white and sterile that it was just honestly terrifying. It unnerved me so much. But, you know, just them walking through the building and you see the high security and the staff always checking out, looking in, you know. It was just, yeah. You can definitely tell you're wearing Atlas, other than, you know, those guards who we've seen. But they go to meet, Freya, the Winter Maiden. And, you know, Winter reveals in this moment that she is the only one who can talk to and interact with her. For the reason stating that, at this point, because they are expecting her to any day now, or even, you know, maybe within, like, they're giving her a time. They're, like, maybe not instant, but they know her time is coming. At least Ironwood's goal is for Winter to become the Winter Maiden. And, yeah, she could pass any day now. Yeah, and this topic here, like, this has to be terrible, like a horrible situation, a horrible thought. And once again, kind of like how Ozpin chose Pyrrha. Like, they saw how Pyrrha excelled. They did, unlike Ironwood, they asked Pyrrha straight up, would you become, like, they gave her a choice. Her choice was kind of taken away in a sense because of, you know, the fall. And the urgency and all of that, you know, led to a very fast, like, where she could have maybe had more time to think. She kind of, in that moment, had to just take it. And, yeah. Winter, she admits to being mad at first. Yeah, and Weiss brings up a good point. He practically groomed your whole military career. Who knows how long he had this planned? I hope it wasn't long, because honestly, that's... I know at the time he couldn't tell Winter anything, but that's just... I don't know. I like Ironwood. I'm not trying to say I don't like him. It's just... I don't know. That just left a bad taste in my mouth. Not him lying about the whole, like, oh, yeah, well, not lying, omission of, you know, oh, yeah, by the way, so she's the Winter Maiden's kind of old, and, when she passes, our goal is for, you know, Winter to become the Winter Maiden, you know, just not telling them that part, you know, just that in itself. I'm, like, so many people are seeing there, like, oh, man, RWBY didn't tell them this. And I'm like, to be fair, it's not like they knew if they were being told anything either. Honestly, at this point, they were both kind of just choosing the right moment if they can trust all of them, who of the group they should trust most, you know, when they should trust. Because while they all knew each other and they all have a mutual respect, that doesn't mean they're going to right away just trust them with everything, which is good, because you can't just go blindly trusting everyone. It is something that you just should not do. Even if you think you can, it's something you need to really think about. After time, she saw it as a privilege, as, yeah. Weiss are understandably kind of miffed about this whole situation, how it was chosen for her. Because, genuinely, this was the goal from the beginning. This is what he planned. And since no one else is allowed in the room, it's literally what he's planning on doing, completely. And so now she's choosing it for herself. Not really choosing it, she's just accepting it and then, going with it. She's like, okay, fine. But it's like, what was your other options? Could you have told Ironwood no? Seriously, what was your other option? What were you choosing from? Yes, you could reject, but would it have changed anything anyways? It's just something that bugs me, and I can't fully express how much it bugs me. It's just so... I don't know why it's bugging me so bad. Maybe, this scene for you guys, Winter being like, I'm choosing it now. Did anything about this scene kind of hit you in a way? Just the word of choosing, It's like, what were your options? What were the alternatives? Were there any? Or, were you just thinking you could either say yes or say no, but ultimately still does the same thing? I don't know. It's not like we know everything that was going to be planned out and what was going to be done. I've made it my own. Yeah, she has a new, obviously goal. Nothing to do with father or the general. That belongs to me. And, Weiss is gonna be there, to support her sister. Her one blood-related family member that we know she's still close with and, respects. Oh, here's a big drop. Okay. Well, what chapter was it? 3? No, it was this one. It was straight up this one. It just felt like so long ago. Jock closes down the dust stores in Mantle. Temporarily, it says. Which means, no one's working at the time. That would get people mad. And then, let's listen to this impressive speech by fucking Jock. General Ironwood and his senseless embargo that is crippling all of Atlas. It is my belief that these measures are not only reckless, but criminal. With no shipments allowed to enter or leave the kingdom, I know many are suffering. And my family has been weathering the same storm as many of you. Here it is. Effective immediately, I am forced to shut down all non-essential SDC operations. Yeah, if elected to office, I will make the changes necessary to fix what Ironwood has broken. I hope you ask yourself before this vote, can you trust anyone else to stop Ironwood? My question instantly is, can we trust someone other than Jock to stop himself? Can Jock just stop himself? Can he just stop? I'm not gonna go as far as say I want him dead. I hope I haven't said that accidentally out of sheer anger. I personally despise Jock with every fiber of my being. And this is bullshit. I know that everyone is stressed and everyone's angry at Ironwood. But think about it. All Jock has technically done for Mantle is open stores down there, but that's just to get money for himself. And it's not like, I bet all the stores down here pay the workers down here not even half of what they pay if they're working in Atlas itself. These people are trusting a man maybe just solely out of oh, well, we get some pocket money, or, oh, we need this dust, but it's why do you think he's going to fix the problems with Ironwood? Why do you think he's the one who chose to shut down the stores? the operations, not Ironwood. Ironwood stopped the embargo, which sent, like, you know, Ironwood did the embargo, which stopped them from being able to function, like sending things out. That has nothing to do with Mantle. So, I don't know. It's definitely the situation that's really, yeah. Will Robin Hill be able to get your jobs back? Oh, well, you never know, you bish. I think Father may have just provided the spark that's going to set this kingdom on fire. Now, right here. Remember in the opening, let's actually go flash to that, as this is the last scene of the episode. So, he threw, the trash can into the, screen. And, you know, people could be like, what's that about? You know, chaos, mayhem. That's all that's going down here. If we go to the opening, yep. I'm all like not even caring. I just want to specifically point out something, wherever it is. Here. There you go. It was the same guy, you know, the guy who was like, wait, is that, you know, Weiss? Like, he seemed to notice Weiss, the drunk dude from chapter 1. He throws a rock at a projection of Ironwood. Really, people are like, why are you throwing a rock at a projection? It's not like it's gonna do anything. Really, it was just symbolizing this. The fact that they're angry at Ironwood, but the person who sparked this, riot, is Jock. Jock, mother effing, married into the family Schnee. Yeah. Anyways, I can ramble about this for hours. Probably. I can ramble about a lot of things for hours. And I know none of you want that, and it's so hard to maneuver this stuff with my right hand the way it is. So, I think I might just not. You know, just going with the flow. I just want to end it on a cool note. If I can. Yeah, though. Just all the teamwork and pairings they put into this episode. Overall, thirsty moms. We don't talk about thirsty moms. That's just what it's been phrased as. You won't see me... Oh, Weiss being a mood. We'll go, Weiss, go. Just, yeah. Okay, yeah. We're just going to end it here. On this note here, yeah. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this, and I know it's mostly rambling. I'm sorry about that, truthfully. You know. But honestly, it's for the best. This is what was bound to happen. And yeah. So honestly, I don't know for sure if this will be the complete, like, fix. I think if I, upload them to YouTube, which is going to be my goal, I am actually going to work on that. My only problem is I think I'll have to really lower audio, and I might just use a mirror. I would hate to do that, so I will definitely try, you know, with Chapter 6 coming out today for first members. I will try to do that, so, you know, because I don't like having to do redirects for you guys, but if anything, it makes me re-look into the episode and, like, really talk about something, or maybe even catch things I didn't notice at first. So, you know, if you're fine with redirects, because it's not like you're not getting my reactions, they are still here, just, I can't trust them to get unblocked. I'm still trying. Chapter 4 is still locked. It's up on my channel, just blocked in all countries. You know, let me know what you thought about this chapter. I don't know what I would rate it. If I tried rating it, I don't know. finally getting to hear and get to see Robin was very interesting. And the fact that, obviously there's some history between either just Clover and Robin or the Aesops and Robin. Who knows? Obviously she would know, like, Ironwood. I would imagine she probably knows all of them because she went to, Atlas Academy and she decided to be a huntress and, help out Mantle instead of becoming a military soldier. So, yeah, it's something we learned from Forrest, before he died. And yeah, it's definitely interesting and can't really wait to see what happens next. But let me know your favorite part of the episode above all else, actually, If you don't want to go and explain your thoughts on it, just let me know your favorite part or something you noticed that maybe I didn't notice. I swear I didn't talk about everything that I saw, but I suck at reviews, which is why I don't like doing them unless absolutely necessary, and times like this are necessary. Here is a video that YouTube thinks you'll like, and I hope so. I don't know. It's best for viewer. Let me know how that goes for you. And I hope you have a great day or night, and yeah. See you guys, and if you're okay with this format, like this, for, like, just in case anything happens next, let me know. I would appreciate the little notice and input. Bye, guys.